Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Pembroke. I'm Bill Chenard, the Pembroke Town Manager. We kind of have a unique discussion this week, some fun things on the agenda. So I'm going to get right into it. First, I want to thank everyone who turned out last week for our Master Plan Public Forum. What an excellent turnout. That's really critical to the master planning process. Citizen input in a master plan is absolutely essential. So again, thank you to everyone who came. This week, we only have basically one meeting. We have some early next week, but Affordable Housing Committee will be meeting on the 28th. That's Wednesday, the 28th at 6 o'clock. It is at the Boston Connect offices at 19 Mattakesa Street. They're actually going to be talking about the friendly 40B process. So if anybody wants to have input or wants to be part of that discussion, you can join them on Wednesday at 6 p.m. So a couple of quick construction updates that we got caught off guard a little bit early this week because of detours on Center Street. The contractor decided that they needed detour. They did not give us a heads up on that, and we're working to correct that. So we get those heads ups. We consider that very important to our residents, that we're able to inform them of when something's going on out there. So I apologize for that. We will do better in the future, but be aware that Center Street is a construction zone and it's likely to be a construction zone for a couple more years. So if you can avoid it, please do so. I know I've talked about that before, but wanted to bring it up because of the detours this week. Also, West Elm Street, that is not a town project. That is an Eversource gas project. However, there are some detours over on West Elm. So if you can avoid West Elm, avoid West Elm. If not, you'll have to detour through the town of Hanson and back to Oldham Street in one direction and into Hanover in the other direction. So that is, again, a Eversource gas project. I want to continue my discussion about highlighting special parks and playgrounds and beaches. We've talked about some of the beaches. We've talked about Herring Run this year. This week, I want to focus on the J.J. Shepherd Memorial Forest. It's a little known space. It's not well utilized by people, but it's an awesome location. It's actually off of Mattakesa Street, behind our Little League baseball field. There's some trails back there and some other things going on. So, get a chance, take an opportunity to get out there and, it's great. Pembroke is so good with our open space and trails and our lakes and ponds that people should enjoy that. So this week, J.J. Shepherd Memorial Forest off of Mattakesa Street behind the Little League ball fields. There's ample parking there. And get out there and enjoy that. So I want to talk now about a couple of things. We had an interesting visitor in town last week, and I think it gives us an opportunity to discuss some wildlife and how we should deal with that. So we actually had a black bear in town, relatively, young, probably 200 to 300 pound black bear, according to estimates from the environmental police. He swam across Hobbamock Pond, he meandered down Mountain Ave, and he even visited us in the woods behind Town Hall. The reason I talk about this is more of a safety issue, not necessarily to highlight that we had a black bear. Black bears are generally afraid of humans. They would rather avoid us altogether if they can. However, they can become accustomed to food. They will attack your trash. They will go after bird feeders or any animal food. If you feed your pets outdoors, it's probably not a good idea. If you can find a better place to do that, that would be great. Bears are definitely attracted to that. They're infrequent visitors to town, and generally are safe animals because they do prefer to avoid humans. If you do encounter a bear, or you see a bear in your backyard, it's probably a good idea to step out on the porch, make some noise, scare them away. We don't want black bears to get accustomed to eating and feeding near houses. If you do find yourself in close contact, if you're out walking or something and you come upon a bear, they're going to avoid you if they can. Just make sure they know you're there so you don't surprise them. Bears will protect themselves if you surprise them, or if you get between them and a cub. Sometimes they'll try to attempt to protect the cub. Just clap, make some noise, make sure they know you're there. If they know you're there, they're going to avoid you, and then just slowly back away, slowly just walk away from the bear. They're going to walk away from you too. So some really great black bear information on the mass.gov website. If you just go to mass.gov and type in the search box, learn about black bears. There's some great information there that will tell you how to be safe around black bears. Black bears are very infrequent to the town of Pembroke, so I don't know that we'll have an encounter again. Probably not for a bit of time. So. Coyotes are active in the town of Pembroke, and then they're active both day and night. It's a myth that coyotes aren't. You will likely see them during the day. You will likely see them at night. Teach your children to not visit stray animals or strange animals. Like if coyotes look very much like dogs. Especially a healthy coyote can look very much like a healthy husky or some of the other dogs that are out there. So teach the young children to do that. Coyotes are also afraid of humans. They don't like humans. And however, coyotes can get accustomed to humans if you feed them or they're getting food regularly at your property. They will grow accustomed over time, and that tends to be a little bit dangerous. So again. The mass.gov site has a great coyote section. They say if you encounter coyotes, and you should scare them out of your yard, bang some pans, yell at them. If they don't become accustomed to you, they're going to be afraid of you. And don't be intimidated by coyotes. Coyotes are a little bit odd in the way that they maneuver. They maneuver in packs with alpha males and alpha females. And they do look ominous at times. Don't be intimidated. Just make some big time noise. They will run away. Don't let them get accustomed to visiting you, and protect your pets. If you're out walking, keep your pet on a leash. Coyotes are known to attack small animals, and dogs tend to be small animals. So again, thank you for joining us this week. We will be back again next week with This Week in Pembroke.